film studies students become absolutely passionate about those who really are involved in the discipline. And it's amazing the number of people who take film studies and take a class later on in their career, and suddenly they switch to being film studies majors because they discover that there's much more to film than they've ever realized, that there's a director behind the making of a film, that not only are the actors there, but what goes into it, the editing, the camera movement, the placement, you know. So basically, all of these things are things that many of them had never considered before, and so I try to basically say, once you take these film classes, you'll never look at films the same way again. Because you're always going to be looking at that camera move, and you're always going to be asking yourself why the lighting is the way it is, and why this is shot the way it is, and what it tells you about the values of a certain time. And that's the fascinating part to me. And also the exciting part, of course, is hearing from students years later who have gone into the profession or are now professors or archivists and whatever, and generally getting their feedback, which really makes my day.
Film studies is a worthwhile subject to major in because it teaches critical thinking skills, it teaches independent reflection on objects that often don't appear to be worthwhile reflecting on, and of course it also teaches writing and communication skills.
Our film studies major is really centered on the idea of teaching film as art. So students are qualified by the end of our program to work in film archives and do that type of work, or pursue graduate study or academic study in film. They can also, however, pursue areas of film business. I have students who are interested in working for film festivals. I have students who are interested in going on to do production work on one of the coasts. I have students who are interested in working for libraries or school systems and talking with students about and teaching students about film.
This is a program that takes you into the history of film. It takes you into the theory of film, the culture of film. And if you take my class, you get to do a film and visual culture project where you can produce your own little 5-10 minute short as a final exam. So there's a practical component to my class as well as a cultural studies component to my class. We have other instructors here that deal with gender in film, deal with the whole theoretical part of film, deal with the history of film, the directors, and how the directors from the beginning of film help to shape the way in which film is formed, you know, how it's communicated, the narrative of it, how it's laid down. So this particular program certainly will take you into the world of film and television.
I would say definitely try out a class. It's pretty instantly recognizable if it's your bag or not. And because a lot of people like film, but they don't like to write about it academically or analyze it to the extent that we do in these courses. But like myself, instantly was drawn in right off the bat, my first class. So I'd say try it out and see if it's for you.